Hi guys, my name is Anna and in these videos I want to give you some tips about learning German language. So I can share with you some very important information about some grammar or maybe some important vocabularies. So basically I would like to help you learning German language. So let's go. So in this video I really would love to talk with you about definite, indefinite, negative and zero articles in German. Basically, you know that article is a part of speech which is always staying exactly before the noun. It can reflect the category of definition or indefinition of the noun, indicate the gender, amount and case of the noun. So definite article is called der bestimmte Artikel in German language. And when we are talking about indefinite articles, people can call it der unbestimmte Artikel. In this video, I want to share with you a table which basically shows all of the articles in German language according to the gender. Basically, you know that in English language, everything what doesn't have a soul is just like it and has a neutral gender. In German language, this stuff doesn't work. Everything can be male, female or neutral. So here you can see the table and let's talk about indefinite article. It's very easy for male and neutral gender. Why? Because it's the same. Yeah, it's just like EIN. And it means a. For example, I see a dog. When we are talking about female gender, we are having the letter E in the end of the word. So it will be eine. When we are talking about male item, we are going to use the article der. When we are going to talk about female item, we are going to use the article die. And when it's neutral, we are using the article das. If you are going to talk about plural, we should notice that we have the article die for this. When it's definite article and when it's indefinite article, we are not using anything. So basically the definite article can be equivalent to the there in English language. For example, I saw a dog, I saw the dog. When do we use indefinite article? To remember this point, I will give you 3 different cases which will help you to use it correctly. So, indefinite article we are using when we are talking about uncertain item, which is unknown and we don't know basically what are we talking about. The second one, the person mentions it only for the first time. And the third one, when the noun is one item of the group of the item which are similar. For example, if you want to buy a new bag and you don't care actually about the color, size and something, you can use indefinite article and say Ich will eine Tasche kaufen. And when you are talking about something certain, for example, you know exactly which kind of bag you want to buy, you are using definite articles and you are saying Ich will die Tasche kaufen. So basically you say that you want to buy exactly this bag. If you are bored and you have a lot of free time and you want to read some kind of book, you can say Ich will ein Buch lesen. You don't care which kind of book you are going to read. If you are saying Ich will das Buch lesen, it means that you are talking about some kind of certain book, exactly the book which you want to read. So that's why we are switching to definite articles. And when we are going to use them? We are using them when the subject we are talking about is already known. The person mentions it not for the first time. We are going to talk about some ordinal numbers. You want to point that this is exactly this person, item or thing you want to talk about. And the noun is used together with the adjective in the superlative form. For example, the best or the worst. For example, das war der beste Tag meines Lebens. It was the best day of my life. Ordinal numbers you can use, for example, in the date, when you name the date. So Today is the 10th of May, and if I want to say it in German, I'm going to use a definite article. And it will sound like Heute ist der 10. Mai. Okay, it was something about positive, and right now let's talk about negative. What is negative article and when we are going to use it? You are using negative article when you want to deny the existence of the subject you are talking about. In German language, people use it only together with a noun and put this article exactly in front of the noun. In male and neutral genders, it sounds like kein, and if we are talking about female gender, it sounds keine. So actually it's ein and eine, but with the letter K in the beginning. For example, if I'm saying that I have no money, I'm going to use negative article because I'm denying the existence of the money in my case. Ich habe kein Geld. Or for example, you wanted to buy a bag and you went to the shop but didn't find the bag which you would really like. You can say, ich habe keine Tasche gekauft. So, I didn't buy any bag. And the last thing I want to talk with you about, it's a Nullartikel. The case when we don't use any article at all. Yeah, can you imagine? It happens in German. If you name the occupation, nationality, profession, food or country with neutral gender, you are not using any article at all. For example, ich komme aus Deutschland. You know that country Germany, Deutschland, has a neutral gender, so the article for this country will be das. That's why we are not using any article at all. We are not going to say ich komme aus dem Deutschland. People are not saying like this. If you want to talk about your professional, you're not going to use your article too. Instead of saying ich bin eine Lehrerin or ich bin die Lehrerin, you should say just ich bin Lehrerin. And also you can add von Beruf. You will face with the same thing when you are going to talk about nationality. If you want to say that you are coming from Russia, you are just saying ich bin Russe without any article. If you are from USA, ich bin Amerikaner, also without any article. So basically today we talked about 4 different types of article in German language, and I really hope that you liked this video and it was very informative for you. I wish you good luck in learning German, and I will see you in the next videos. Bye!